wonderful. If there's one place I can really unwind, it must be right here in the forest. Just smell that. There's no perfume that can beat that. Forests are wonderful, by the way. They're a source of food for animals and insects. They heighten biodiversity and they play a crucial part in battling global warming. But how exactly do they do that? To get an answer to that question, I'm meeting up with Professor Joris van Akker from Ghent University. So, Professor, I've been told that trees and forests might be key in countering global warming. Am I correct?
They definitely are a major part of it. And the story that trees, by evaporating water, they do cool down the local climate are for sure true. But the extra and probably the more eminent element is that they capture CO2 and build it in the wood as carbon. And these wood products, if we use them, we can even have the material for longer, keeping the CO2 from the atmosphere, and as such, we are contributing to climate change mitigation.
I see. Okay, so if I'm looking at these trees right here, they are actually holding CO2 in them under the form of carbon, right? Okay, so let's say we want to make long life products with these, sustainable products as well, furniture, but you could talk about timber construction as well. They all contain CO2 as well, and carbon, which will not be diffused in our atmosphere.
Correct. And as long as we use this material, and we probably should always try to get them from the forest which is sustainably managed, so that we only focus on that what is growing, and we capture only that volume or that material. But in the phase of using the material, as long as we can use it, it's keeping the CO2, but also recycle, reuse, and in the end we will still have the energy there, but we also will be replacing, substituting other materials, like plastics, like steel, like concrete, which are requiring more energy to get to a final product. In this way, we also lower the need to have CO2 in our atmosphere and getting more solutions for climate change.
So correct me if I'm wrong, but wood is just a fantastic product.
It's fantastic in the fact that it can be so versatile and used in so many applications. But it's even more fantastic because it is renewable. So we can get it from nature, we can regrow it, and it's never getting exhausted like you have materials that are mineral or related to iron ore or these things. We definitely can regrow it and substitute some of these materials in many, many applications. So it's actually a fantastic modern product, although we know it since very long.
Excellent, Professor. Thank you so much for your time. I might just go and pop in at Unilin Group because they use wood as one of their raw products, of course, and they might have some answers to my questions. Thank you so much.